Welcome back, everyone. Fake news is having a bit of a moment. The concern is growing, not just in Nigeria. The big number of social media and the almost uncensored content has made many platforms either a playing ground or a business hub or a tool for many kinds of agenda. As I have my guest here in the studio, Mr. Martin Zonoja, senior editor, member of the board of editors in the Guardian newspaper, and also the special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Mr. Femi Adesina. If I may quickly go to our Abuja studio with Mr. Adesina. If you look at what has become a trend now, the big question will be, how far would the government go in stopping these fake news trend?
Very far as necessary, because government has a responsibility to ensure peace, to ensure amity, to ensure tranquility in the country. The Constitution says that protection of life and property is the sole responsibility of government. And we know that fake news can erode peace in a country. Fake news can lead to anarchy. We have seen what it did in Rwanda. It can lead to genocide. So it's the right of government, it's the responsibility of government to do all that needs to be done to ensure that the country is not thrown into a tailspin by those who purvey fake news. Fake news and hate news have a thin line dividing them. You will find that those who purvey fake news are actually hateful people, people filled with bile, who want to throw society into chaos. So government will do all that it should do to stop it.
We've heard the military come out to say they are monitoring the trends and the conversations online. The DOD also said that they cannot make arrests, though. But if you look at the reactions of countries like China, countries like the United States, is the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria going to make a major move on some of these platforms to show, especially when we have this kind of issues of ethnic divisions, sectional divisions and differences across the land that's bringing tension? Is there any major statement that is going to be made in the coming days by the federal government?
I don't think we necessarily need that major statement, because already within our laws, we have enough to tackle this trend. I think it was Barrister Femi Falana who made a pronouncement a week or two ago that already in our statutes, we have provisions that can deal with fake news and with hate news. So it's just a matter of implementing what we have, using the law that we have, and anybody that is caught being at the bottom or being behind fake news or hate news should just answer for it. There is enough law already.
Mr. Adesina, is the federal government, especially the presidency, re-strategizing on the manner in which it disseminates information in the wake of this trend of fake news?
Yes, of course, you know that nothing is static in life, and you must always use all the media of mass communication available to you. We are there, we are on traditional media, we are on digital media, we are on social media. We all use all these medium of mass communication. But then, one thing we would not allow is for purveyors of fake news to dictate the pace to us. No, no. We won't start running helter-skelter when they come with their antics. Once we know that this is their intention and this is why they want to draw us out, we will not let them lead us by the nose. We will do what is right and proper at all times.
It then brings me to this question, Mr. Adesina. When the conversation about whether or not the president was going to, the fake news of the president traveling today to the United States, to Washington, D.C. specifically, some of the conversation was whether or not the president was going to visit the flood-ravaged areas in Benue State. It then brings me to the question, is the president planning to visit Benue State, where those people were, over almost 4,000 homes have been affected by flooding?
Well, don't forget that over the weekend, the president issued directives on what the National Emergency Management Agency should do. That's a first step. If he needs to visit, that will be made known to Nigerians. It's the prerogative of the president to visit. He can go to any part of the country because he's the president of the whole country. So if he's going to visit, Nigerians will also get to know.